Greetings guys, it's Team Clocked. Here we are with another Road to Gameblast 2019 video. I'm Graham, he's Martin.
Jingle, jingle, jingle and his bells.
And the bells.
And all the bells.
I'm quite impressed that you did that, because this is the second take we've got on this one. I screwed up the intro completely, so you had to choose.
It's alright, it's alright, it's okay.
Anyway, we are here to record a new video in the theme of Christmas. As you might notice, Martin has his Christmas jumper on, and I've got my Christmas jumper on. Representing Sonic the Hedgehog.
I know, and I'm representing Asda. I don't know, the same thing is because we're not monetising the video.
No.
I don't think we're getting in trouble of mentioning Asda.
You can mention Asda.
So yeah, but I've got the Asda brand one on, and yeah, you're actually doing the job properly.
Yeah, I'm actually
I've actually represented something meaningful. So yeah.
But we wanted to get together and have a chat. Now, with this being Christmas, we wanted to have a Christmassy theme to the video, so we're going to have a little chat about our video game memories, particularly surrounding the Christmas and festive period, which always seems to be a good one. So Martin,
Yeah.
talk to us about Christmas and video games.
Do you know what it is, right? Christmas is like, just to go on record, Christmas is amazing. Like, it is an awesome time of the year.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Yeah, to be fair, 99% of all my best memories around Christmas are to do with games.
Yeah.
Sort of like, I used to obsess younger so much to do with video games, and because I didn't get that many games over the course of the year, it was a major time when I would get something brand new.
Yeah.
Probably 2 or 3 games maybe,
Yeah.
and that would last me 6 months or something like that. You know what I mean? Because remember, back in the day, games were quite expensive. They're not as easily accessible in terms of price as they are now. And you were talking £55–60.
I remember 60 quid for Streets of Rage 2.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's crazy.
Insane.
Absolutely crazy. So, my first memory, of course, for Christmas is, I don't really want to go into it again, but getting a Mega Drive.
Yeah.
Sega Mega Drive, getting Sonic the Hedgehog, along with a bunch of other games, and kind of playing that over the course of the Christmas period that we were off school. So that's obviously a major one. But then every year from then on, there was a new game that I wanted, and it was always a huge hype around getting this game, and I would spend a lot of time just playing on the day. What are your first ones? I mean, I've got a bunch of Christmas memories which I'm going to talk about, but what's your sort of first one where it's like, God, games, my God, it's Christmas and games coming?
So the first one that came to mind was the year that I got the first video gamey thing that was uniquely for me. So I've got an older brother, and he's 4 years older, so by the time I started to get into games, he was already into it a little bit, and he had a Mega Drive. We had a ZX Spectrum, so that's showing how old we are. But I was getting something. Now, I'd obsessed about getting a Game Boy. I wanted the Nintendo Game Boy.
Yeah.
And I remember in the run-up to Christmas being in Comet, which was an old kind of electric appliance store, and they had the handhelds out, so you had the Game Boy and you had the Game Gear next to it, and I was utterly convinced that I was getting a Game Boy. That's what I wanted, that's what I'd asked for. What I didn't know at the time was my mum wasn't very happy about the screen on the Game Boy. She thought that green screen was going to damage my eyes. So I didn't know, and she bought the Game Gear.
Whoa. Color. Hey, there's an easier way to get color. Get a Game Gear, the full color portable with over 150 games, like the new Echo, Mortal 2, and Sonic Triple Trouble.
I came racing downstairs on Christmas morning, started opening these presents. Now here's the thing, because it could have been one of those situations where I opened this Game Gear and went ballistic.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't got what I wanted.
Yeah.
What actually happened was, I opened it, for about half a second, it was, I haven't got the Game Boy that I wanted. And then I was so over the moon just to have my own thing, that I just forgot about it. And I think I got about 5 or 6 games, and I was just so happy to have something that was mine. I mean, in retrospect, I probably would have preferred the Game Boy, because the Game Boy was good, whereas the Game Gear was an absolute block of shite. It was so bad.
Was it bad? I mean,
Yeah.
I've only ever played the Game Gear in a store.
Mate, it was.
Walking
I mean, here's the thing: the games weren't in themselves too bad. There were some okay games, but the thing absolutely destroyed batteries. It took where I think the Game Boy took, I think it was 4 AA batteries. The Game Gear took 6 AA batteries, and because it was a colour screen with, I think it had a slightly better sound range than the Game Boy, it drained the batteries, 6 AA batteries, in about 2.5 hours. So I played that. I never played that handheld.
Oh my god.
Unless it was plugged into the wall and I was on AC. That's the only way I ever played it. But that was the first memory. Other memories that have come through really immediately when I was having to think about it, I've gone over it a few times in a couple of the other videos, but like you, it was when I got the Mega Drive. Again, it was because I wasn't expecting it. I'd asked for a load of games, which I asked for the Game Gear games, opening presents on Christmas morning. I had all the games that I wanted, that I'd asked for, but they were all in Mega Drive games. They weren't Game Gear, and I was devastated.
Yeah.
Because my brother had the Mega Drive, I had the Game Gear, and I was gutted.
Yeah.
I remember piling these box of about 6 Mega Drive games up, and I was almost in tears. I was sliding it across the floor to him while he was opening his presents, and then at the last second I turned. There was just a huge box at the back of my presents.
It's amazing! It's amazing!
And I was like, hang on. And I just grabbed this box, ripped it open, Mega Drive 2.
That's awesome, man.
And I was so elated.
I love that.
Thinking back, it's weird because I remember, I must have asked for a Mega Drive because I can distinctly remember about 3 weeks before that Christmas being in another shop and talking about whether I wanted a Mega Drive or a Super Nintendo. So I must have asked for it, but I couldn't. Seemingly on Christmas morning, I couldn't remember that I'd asked for it.
Yeah.
So the joy that I felt when I opened that. But like you, I would say up until I was an adult, and even when I was an adult, every console that I ever got was a Christmas present.
Yeah.
The Mega Drive was a Christmas present, PlayStation 1 Christmas present, PlayStation 2 Christmas present, Xbox 360. I think the PlayStation 4 was the first console that I'd ever bought on my own money, which is strange, but gotten at any point outside of Christmas.
Yeah, that's crazy. In terms of like later on, for some reason I've got a proper strong memory of asking for Mortal Kombat 3. Right. It's one of these really weird memories I've got. And I wasn't totally convinced that I was going to get Mortal Kombat 3. Like, my mum and dad were, I think it was more my mum. Sorry, mum, if you're watching.
Right.
You're probably, your mum's definitely not watching this.
It was definitely your mum.
Definitely your mum. We'll just assume it's your mum.
Yeah.
So my mum wasn't too happy with the whole Mortal Kombat thing. So I wasn't sure I was going to get it. Now, at the time, Mortal Kombat 3, I think that was 94.
It would have been
9.
Yeah, it would have been because I remember getting Ultimate Mortal Kombat for my birthday in '95, so definitely.
Alright, no, 10, I would have been 10-year-old. So I remember not sure if I was going to get it. I remember opening the shape of a Mega Drive box, but I was thinking it could be just something else. I remember opening up and opening the back of it, and on the back there was like one of the pictures on the back was the character select screen. I remember for some weird reason the first face I saw was Shiva.
Great.
And when I saw
Probably the worst character in Mortal Kombat.
I remember looking at Shiva and went, Shiva, it's Mortal Kombat 3. I was like, oh god, that's amazing, that's classic. So I loved getting Mortal Kombat 3 for Christmas, that was amazing. The PlayStation 2 is probably my strongest Christmas memory.
It was.
I think
so
again, going back to the first video when we were like getting our pre-orders and getting the book on the road up to it, we knew we were getting it, and it was such a big thing coming out. So I remember getting that in the morning and having the Tekken Tag tournament in FIFA 2001. And I remember just the night time. I remember just I put some music on. The new Wu-Tang album came out, and I got the Wu-Tang album for Christmas, and I put that on and put FIFA on. And I remember just like thinking, it's Christmas night. This is fucking awesome. This is so cool.
What made PlayStation 2 so good as well is because not only did it open us up to this new world of games, but it was also a DVD player. And I remember obsessing before that Christmas about what DVDs I wanted.
Actually, it's a really good point. Yeah, I got The Exorcist.
I got. And this is in the days when DVDs cost 20 quid.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or £20 if you're not from the northeast and don't know what a quid is.
Yeah,
quid is a pound.
Yeah.
I got The Green Mile and Armageddon.
I remember you getting Green Mile because I remember you coming around mine over Christmas and putting The Green Mile on.
It was when DVDs as well were in them. Can you remember them weird, like, when they first came out? And they were in these weird, like, cardboard cases. Where they had a little plastic bit where you clipped it and then it was just...
My copy of The Exorcist was in a cardboard case, and you had to flip it the other way for the special features.
That's really cool.
That's side A and side B.
But that was what was one of the things that made PlayStation 2 memorable for me, because it wasn't just you're going to get the games, it was you're going to get to watch these films now in what was admittedly a way higher definition at the time than VCR, which was the only other thing we had on VCR.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, VCR.
VHS.
I was getting confused between VCR and VHS.
When we had Betamax. Yeah. Rocking the Betamax.
My dad had a Betamax.
Oh my god.
But going back to what you said, I was just thinking, you know, about, like, that was the thing when you got, particularly Mega Drive games for Christmas, because by the time things like the PlayStation 2 came along, the box for a PlayStation 2 game was exactly the same as a DVD.
Yeah, it was.
So if you had a few things, you didn't know what you were getting. The PlayStation, the Mega Drive box was so distinctive because it had that little, the bit that was meant to hook it on the thing. So you knew the second you saw that box, and there was like that anticipation.
You knew, didn't you?
What game's going to be in
You
there.
totally knew. I'm gonna fast forward a really, really good Christmas memory. What I'm going to do is I'm going to skip from 2000 when we got our PlayStation 2, and I'm going to fast forward all the way to 2006.
I know what we're going to be talking.
Now, at the time, well, I got my Xbox 360 in September of that year.
Why did you get it that?
Because I just had the money.
Ah, right, okay.
I saved up for it in work and I was bought it. And you got it for Christmas.
I did.
Now, the thing is, I've got a really good memory of the Xbox 360 on Christmas Day, particularly. I remember sitting upstairs, and this was the last year that I lived with my mum and dad. So, it was really weird. So, I remember sitting in my bed, opening all the presents up, set it up. The new games I got Gears of War. For Christmas.
That was what I got that year. I've been trying to remember what I got with Oblivion. It was Gears of War.
Gears of War. I got Gears of War and Sonic the Hedgehog. The proper glitch one where he kisses that chick.
What was up with that?
Yeah.
He had this horrible relationship with
with a human lady. Yeah. So that's a nice little precursor to this film. That's coming next.
We'll get to that.
We will get that. So I remember playing Sonic, thinking this is amazing, this is awesome, it's Christmas, I'm having a whale of a time, and playing Gears of War, and I remember just like, oh my god, and sitting in the bed, it was around about 11, 12 o'clock, sitting in the bed just before dinner, having Christmas dinner, and I remember just, loving that. Then at the night time, me and you played...
We played Uno.
You
can't even remember it.
I can't remember that.
I jog memory distinctly.
But even off, I remember at that time as well. Yeah. Like, it was really cool because then, like, we were obviously playing more online. I think you came around every now and again to mine, and we'll play, like, say, we'll play Uno, and we had the camera set up. We had the camera set up, and we were playing Uno with loads of all these other people who they're just getting cameras at Christmas and didn't really know how the whole online thing worked. So everyone's in the same boat.
Didn't one bloke once get his dog out?
No.
I'm sure you told me he did.
No, he didn't. No one did that. No one did that. There was one guy who wanted us to... He was just interested. He wanted us to show he wanted us to get me dick out. No, I didn't have it. So he wanted us to show me back garden to see what it looks like in Britain, what a back garden looks like in Britain.
Where was he?
He was in America somewhere. Wow. That was really weird. And I remember there was a couple who were doing stuff on camera for other people, and I was kind of like, oh my god, this is really awkward, and kind of bailed very quickly.
There was some sleaze though going on there.
There was a lot of sleaze.
There were nights when we were on, and there was Uno was 4-player, so there was me and you, and then there was a night I distinctly remember us playing where it was me and you, and there was some woman, and she had a camera on. She wasn't doing anything.
No.
She was just playing.
Yeah.
And there was a sleazy other bloke in there.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what's your gamer tag? And
yeah.
It was just it was a peculiar thing because there was no regulation. There was no way of policing it.
It was basically a free time, open time for everyone just to get on webcam and do whatever the hell they want with no repercussions at all. This is pre-social media. Yeah. Bearing in mind.
Actually, yeah.
It actually was. MySpace was the only thing around at the time, and no one really. So Facebook wasn't around. There's no Twitter. There was no Instagram. There was nothing. So it was a really strange time. But in terms of going back to the whole Christmas thing,
there's nothing more festive than Uno sleaze.
Yeah, no. As soon as the conversation of sleaze gets in, that just takes priority over everything else. So going back to Christmas. Now I'm trying to think of some recent Christmas memories that sort of stick with us. I'm trying to think of games that I've gotten while I've sort of lived here, like having my own house. Can't remember. Oh, yes, I do have a really good memory actually, a strong memory of getting Fallout 3 for Christmas and Guitar Hero World Tour. And I remember I remember the Christmas Day and Boxing Day. I remember just playing those, and I remember distinctly playing Fallout 3 on Christmas night and getting really frustrated because I didn't know what to do. No, the VAT system.
The VAT system.
So I didn't have a clue what to do, and it just throws you in there and it's like, right, crack on. And I remember just dying so much. I remember on Christmas night, or it might be Boxing Day, I'll text you saying, mate, this is the worst game I've ever played. It's driving us insane. I don't know what I'm doing. And then you text back saying, are you using the VAT system? And I reply going, what?
Well, that was the thing.
I didn't even know what it was, and you went, the VAT, and I went, I don't know what you're talking about.
Thing.
And then as soon as you told me what it was, I was like, right,
because
okay.
Really, I mean, I know I didn't play Fallout 4 that extensively, but I know Fallout 4 took it a lot more casual first person. But I reckon Fallout 3 without VATs would have been an incredibly difficult game.
Well, I think
the first person shooting mechanics in Fallout 3 were not that good.
No, they're not. I mean, the thing is that the VAT system was clearly put in there because their first person mechanics of shooting wasn't that good to begin with. I remember that being a strong memory of playing Fallout 3 and getting the hang of it.
Yeah.
That was Christmas 2008. Christmas 2008. I remember on Boxing Day playing a shit ton of Guitar Hero World Tour with earphones on my own in the house. It was amazing.
Right. What year? Because this was a Christmas, I'm sure. What was the year Rock Band came out?
Rock Band was 2007.
Because I'm pretty sure I got Rock Band for Christmas that year.
You might have.
And that was incredible.
Yeah.
That drum kit. Which, thinking back now, it was a bit shoddy, really, wasn't it?
It was tinny.
It was very tinny.
Very loud.
But playing that, like busting out some drum beats on that on Christmas Day.
Oh man! The year prior to that, Christmas 2007, Mass Effect.
Sorry,
Yeah, no. Mass Effect.
My God.
I remember getting Mass Effect off. I remember getting the special edition Mass Effect off my mum and dad, and that night playing Guitar Hero 3, and then when Steph went to bed, I put Mass Effect on, and I was up like 2-3 in the morning, and I was just like, right, awesome. Boxing Day, I distinctly remember Boxing Day sitting with just my pyjamas on all day, eating leftover turkey sandwiches, which is just a staple in Boxing Day and Christmas. So, and going to the Citadel for the first time at Mass Effect. And I remember just spending hours around the Citadel thinking, this is just the best. This is the best.
I remember getting, I don't know if it was part of the order that I was, I got Mass Effect that Christmas as well, but not only did I got the game, I got the strategy guide for it, and this art book as well, the art of Mass Effect, which I've still got somewhere in my parents' house.
That's awesome, man. That's so
I remember combing through that art book before I played the game. Man, I really want to play Mass Effect again.
So good, so good. These are really, really good, awesome memories. But I can't think of any.
I'm struggling to get more.
I'm struggling to try and think of recent ones. I mean, I remember playing a lot of Skyrim while I was off.
I don't even think it's that. I mean, like anything in the last near 5 years. Basically, since I've had kids, Christmas Day. By the time the kids are off to bed and settled, I feel so exhausted that I don't think I've played video games.
I think it's more Boxing Day. I think for us now, and I know that at the time that we're recording this, we have 7 days.
This time in a week.
This time in a week is Christmas Day, yeah. So time of recording, we've got 7 days left. I know that, well, I've asked for Red Dead Redemption 2.
This is stupidity.
In terms of game memories, this could be the year that I get another good memory. Red Dead Redemption 2 and Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, this is going to be the memory where you get the two games that you're never going to be able to divide your time between.
Never. I'm going to have to make a decision on what to go for. I don't know.
I reckon I know what you'll go for.
Probably Red Dead.
Yeah,
I'll probably go for Red Dead. Probably. But yeah, so I've got a couple of good games. But again, because of having kids and what have you, there'll be no chance of me probably playing
Not
one of them. Probably not. Maybe in the night time. I remember last year I got Dark Souls 3. And I remember I was determined to squeeze in a couple of hours on Christmas night playing that. And I did.
Mate, that would ruin your Christmas day night playing Dark Souls.
I was kind of frustrated, like, I must admit. I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Brilliant.
So just like, this is really hard. But Merry Christmas, I enjoyed it.
Merry Christmas, utter rage.
So there you go.
Well, fingers crossed we might have some new Christmas memories this year.
Hopefully.
But guys, there you have it. Those are our favourite Christmas gaming memories, but what are yours? Let us know in the comments. If you like the content, hit the like and subscribe buttons. As always, you can find us on Facebook. We are just search for Team Clocked.
I think it's Facebook. Facebook.com. You fuck this up all the time. Facebook.com/Team Clocked.
I know all the rest of them. You can follow us on Twitter. We are at Team Clocked. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at GrimmyD1. You can follow him. You are the Digital MV.
Is it there?
Well, you put that on.
Did I put that on the last video?
I checked that before I did this.
I'm at the Digital MV.
He is at the Digital MV. We will be back probably in the new year now with some, some fresh videos, and that's when we'll be ramping things up as we move towards Gameblast in February. On behalf of myself and Martin, everybody else in Team Clock, we hope you have a lovely Christmas
and a happy New Year.
Absolutely.